I love the movie so much. It's pretty rare that I want to see a movie right away. As soon as it's over, I just want to restart it. And good God, I mean, just so good, so good. This was like
Aw.
Ghostbusters sequel
Thanks, Chris.
I've been hoping for.
Yeah.
I actually saw Ghostbusters 2 when I was 5. It was the very first movie I ever saw in a theater. And so I'm curious if you guys remember like your first experience, like being introduced to Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I mean, I was 3 when the original movie came out, so I was a little young to go to the theater, but it was on all the time. So I grew up at a time when, people just watched movies on TV when they came on. My siblings and I watched Ghostbusters 1 and 2 all the time. It was just like playing in the background of my life. So it was just part of my DNA, the images from that are so iconic. And it's a little bit surreal to consider being part of it now. It doesn't even feel like it's real. I saw the movie, but it still feels like a dream that I had. I kind of can't believe that it's actually being released into the world.
Yeah, I remember I was a kid when it came out. Everybody, all my friends saw it, loved it. Everybody loved it. I loved the cast. I was a huge SCTV fan and Saturday Night Live. I mean, I knew who everybody was, and I went and thought, whoa, this is actually kind of scarier than I was anticipating. But it's really, really funny, and it stuck around for a long time. Movies played in theaters for a longer amount of time back then, and the Ray Parker Jr. song was it was like the #1 song, and it was always on the radio, and it was it was a big event. And I was knocked out by it. I loved it.
I got a 2-part question for both of you. Do you believe in ghosts? And if so, do you have any sort of ghostly experiences that you've ever had?
I think that there are so many things that human beings don't understand about the universe that I'm completely open to the possibility that ghosts exist. And as a little girl, while I was a very imaginative child, I also grew up in a really old farmhouse with an old barn and, creepy outhouses. So we were always looking for secret passages and listening for footsteps upstairs. And, it felt real to me. And if you spend 5 minutes with Dan Aykroyd, you'll be a believer. He's very convincing. Paul?
Yeah, it's funny. I tend to be a bit of a cynical person by nature about a lot of things. And yet I also know there's stuff that's unexplainable. And I try and keep an open mind about certain things. And this is one where I have had the craziest stuff happen to me. I've had really specific, wild things happen to me that are impossible to explain. Even with how mysterious our brains are. So yeah, I could see, I just think that who knows?
I agree with you. I mean, that's where I land on it. So I work for Comicbook.com, and I apologize in advance, but I'm going to get fired if I don't ask at least one Marvel question. So this is a chance for you both to clear the air. Is Ant-Man or Proxima Midnight in Spider-Man No Way Home? Because it seems like everybody's in that movie.
Carrie, do you want to go first, or?
I think that's a bit I stole from Paul Rudd, by the way. Oh, he froze. Oh no, Paul froze. Somebody hit Paul's camera. He froze.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
It was great talking to you.
I'm not trying to get anybody assassinated. So thank you so much for.
We would be.
Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't believe I just told you all of that.
In charge.
Thank you guys so much for talking with me. I love the movie so much. I can't wait to watch it.
Clearly.
Yes. Thank you.
Love your costume.
Man.
Thank you for dressing
Great talking
up.
to you.
Thank you. It's the closest I'll get to being a Ghostbuster.
You never know. That's what I thought
Look
too.
the part.
Fingers crossed. I'm putting it out in the universe.
There you go. That's the way to do it.